On some fantasy, thinking life will change for a better day. I wait for a moment of silence, cause the niggas is bomb masters, tanking change.
Sanibanani, hello Dumela. My name is Palesa Maduna, and I welcome you to this episode of The Glam of Art with Palesa. Guys, I know, I took a little bit of a break there, but I'm back, and oh boy, am I back. On today's episode, we are talking about everything music, because my guest will be spitting his rhymes. He'll be showcasing his new music and his old stuff, so you do not want to move a muscle. On that note, let me just put on my shades, because, whoa, the future's very bright. Don't move a muscle.
The point is blank and wide. We see the freedom revised and televised. Interfere down with me, indoctrinate the mind, the out of sign. Remember when I casted my poem, I thought my game in mansion to set on my set. You know I'ma stick to my scent and set a record. There's no recon the release plot. Disport all the cover stains and leave it dry. While them on glasses in the air, gases in the tents. The sunken on my minimum wage fence. The fat on the vision, got vision, got HDD, I see shit clean. Got open eye, no they eye. You see the tree something got power. OH motherfucker, lead out low. I'm on the ring about the next hour. Okay, meditate on the next chapter code. Ain't gonna be no laughter boy, let it. This gospel God, come on, let me free your thoughts. Your thoughts, yeah, me, I got this talk. Your bird is my word, this word. From the Father we going higher and higher. Design is fire, he gon' empower you. I'll be winding the seas, facing your feet like telling your peas. We gon' do the shit, clear the pathway for the brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers like real love, ain't no college shit. What's mine is ours, what's yours is ours. But last time you was on some live, can't believe it's through talking about it. I see that snake tongue, you bloody liar, banging in the name of the Messiah. Bless money for a penny, y'all funny, dirty. Nah, dog just jolly for tangibility. Brother, find serenity in the beat, and that can only happen if you know your word. Ain't talking about your friend before you, pumping like Pablo. Till the review, we gon' pass that too like we share the joint. Compliment day one, since on some so jazzy, white though, Bijala Joe. Yo, give me the word that my boss is motherfucker.
Hi, Mandla, aka Free God. How are you?
I'm good on yourself, Palesa.
I'm so good. So I want you to describe yourself in 3 words. Who is Mandla, aka Free God?
It's just a young boy from the townships, like different kind of townships. I grew up from Pretoria. I spent some of my time here in Joburg. It was most of my time actually, and yeah, part of me is from Zim. Yeah, in a township called Nkulumane. We called it Ghost. That's how we was raised, and yeah.
Oh, so that's Mandla in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So obviously your stage name is Free God. Why that name? Just a brief explanation of how you came about calling yourself Free God.
Free God. First of all, like my first name is Godfrey. Mandla is just the second name, you know. And so me getting to just name myself Free God, I was in a transition where people like couldn't pronounce my name properly. So yeah, man, like it was something that I didn't like, and I tried to find ways just to embrace that name. And that's when the whole creativity got to that point where like, oh snap, Free God, and yeah, that was me.
Oh, that was you. I know that you're studying accounting at the University of Johannesburg, but now my question is, why didn't you study music? Because you're so passionate about music.
You see, some of the things, I feel like life, like there are some things that you think you're in control of, but you're not actually in control of, you know. And that's when I get to say there's a higher power. Because it was like that moment where I knew I had the talent, this gift of music, but it didn't have the drive, the passion wasn't that enough, or stuff like that. And back in the days, it was me just transitioning to get into school, because I was that type of person who never liked school at all, you know. So yeah, it was so me getting into accounting, it was like me transitioning, getting to like school. So music at that moment, I wasn't looking at my gifts, type of thing like that. So I was just following the system, I would say. But I wouldn't say it's a bad choice either way, and it's something that it grew me and molded me. Yeah.
Okay, so off camera, you told me that you identify as weird. Like you use that word so many times.
Yeah.
Why do you think that you are weird? Why is that?
I think I'm weird because Like, yo, it's so many things. Like, there's some circles, like, really, I feel like I don't fit in from the get-go, and they don't like my energy. I'm that kind of person who's bubbly, make people laugh. Yeah, I keep that kind of energy. So I really need, like, people who would understand my character. So I don't want to be in a point where I get to hurt somebody and, like, just, like, playing around with words. We just, like, how homies are. We just, like, pull a joke on something, just crack a joke, and then everybody laughs. And those are the kind of vibes, but it goes way deeper than that because I get to my creative process and some other things that gets to be part of my creativity. I feel like it might look weird to the people or whatever. That's how I felt, and just me trying to be like, I feel like I'm different from other guys in terms of fashion sense. Feel like people think like, oh, he's like this, he does much and stuff like that. But yeah, this thing is part of me.
Oh, I understand. I know that you go all out for music, Mandla. Like, you are so passionate about music. My question is, have you ever starved yourself for music? Maybe tell yourself you're not going to buy food just to buy a certain equipment for your music career?
I think the whole process has been like that. Like, I feel like the journey itself has been filled with that. I'll just sacrifice me going to work, sitting at home, we don't have any plate, any food to eat, and I get to work, and then I keep that money knowing that I can't. Sometimes I even spend it, sometimes I don't, and I'm thinking about this dream because this dream is getting bigger every day. It's like it keeps calling your name, and with me, like, I got to a point in music where, like, I want to put everything down, because this thing feels like it's dragging, but yeah, it once got to that point.
Okay, cool. So we all know that the music industry is full of drugs.
Yeah.
Your drugs are part of the music industry. So how are you planning on ensuring that you are astray from any substance abuse? Because we've lost a lot of legends. For instance, Whitney Houston died from drugs. So how are you planning on protecting yourself from any substance abuse?
First of all, I feel like it's a good question that you asked. I feel like we have to, as individuals, be exposed to this kind of situation. This kind of drugs, have knowledge about these things. I feel like you can't really abstain from something that you don't have fully knowledge about, because sometimes some things it just comes at first experience, and you just caught up in that and in that moment, and then you just get lost in that process. So I feel like if you know about these things and you're aware, you're cautious about them, and this when, like, you get to understand that you are in control.
Yeah.
First of all, understanding that you're in control. That's the first step that you have to take as a person. Yeah.
No, I understand. There's okay, let me start off like this. We know that some musicians get influenced through their music, like their fashion sense is influenced by the music. I mean, Lady Gaga is very local, and her music is very crazy, and her appearance, her outfits are crazy. I mean, she wants to wear meat. Come on, does not get any crazier than that. So, does your music also influence your fashion sense?
Yeah, it does. Like, you see, like, when we talk about my music, when I say my music, it's a body of me. This thing is part of me, So I feel like we get to expose even skeletons in my closet, talk about like shit that is part of me. So fashion sense, is part of me. It's I embrace it every day. Even you asked the question about why did I name myself Free God. I felt that thing was part of my life, and I wouldn't just leave it hanging there. That's me, and I have to embrace that part of me. So yeah, it was the same thing. So fashion sense got to roll like that with the music. It's
so
art,
it definitely influences your music.
Yeah, it does too. It's one of the influences. It's one of the influences.
Oh, one of them. Okay, all right. Who would you want to collaborate with in South Africa, the United States, and Europe? So let's start in South Africa first. Who would you want to collaborate with? Just one person.
One person?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's deep. Yo, that's so many
just
great
one
artists and that thing, and there's so many great artists in the music industry, really.
Yeah.
And like, ain't gonna be no bash to nobody. It's just that if you're giving me probably to mention a lot of artists, I would
just
have done
one.
that.
You say,
But
gun to your face, one person.
One person?
Yes.
Yeah, fam. Like, can I please just take a little bit thought process quick? It gotta be, let's just, wow, this is so hard. Java, it gotta be one of them.
Java.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a lot of people. Even Marks. Like, can I put Marks?
Yeah,
and
Marks.
Put this, yeah, Marks.
Okay,
MAWGZ.
cool. And then the United States.
The States. Kendrick Lamar. It can be Kendrick, but like I really I would like, but not like it's not. It's a dream, but firstly I'd go with somebody who doesn't really into. Not Frank Ocean probably. I like how he plays around with his vocals.
Yeah, Frank Ocean.
Frank Ocean.
Europe. Do you have anyone from the Europe?
From the Europe, it gotta be Adele. Yeah, Adele. I like how, she. I don't know how she expresses herself when she records music.
She always expresses sadness, though.
Exactly. No, it's not only sadness. It's always the truth. Like she's that type of person that I'd say she's somebody who's got a lot of knowledge and love, and she has experienced it like so many experiences in that phase, and that God, I think is part of her, because like music is part of us, most of us.
Okay, cool.
And so that's when Adele gets to share those kind of experiences, and which is a good thing, because a lot of us get to go through that, but we don't really talk about it, and we need somebody to talk about it.
Okay, cool. So do you have any hip hop role model or role models? Let me not limit you.
Role models.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you say role models, I like to start off with Tupac.
Okay.
Yeah. But Tupac, I like the black consciousness and how he saw the world. Like he had a different view, given the world,
Yeah.
And I like to Eminem. Like for me, starting to rap, it was like Eminem inspired and type of thing. That's when I got to like decide, man, rap, But I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah.
And also Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick, yeah.
I feel like you vibe with Kendrick.
Yeah, I do vibe with Kendrick. I feel like I relate to the dude some way, somehow.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's so many artists like that inspire me.
Okay, cool. I know that you're a very religious person. I mean, when we spoke, you would try to incorporate the word of God or just talk about God. So now my question is, how do you plan on incorporating the word of God into your hip hop music? Because wow,
music.
it's like water and oil here.
It's not really water and oil, I feel like hip hop was built on a what's that? On a foundation where there's God, It's just that we got to build it in an impact that we was the voice, And we never, like people back in the days, they never had enough voices to voice for the black man, voice for the people, like just random stuff, And hip hop is so like it's so diverse, but like from my side perspective, where I come from, I feel like I relate with those guys, like who use that as the voice of the people, of the voiceless,
Yeah. Okay, fine. So the reason why I said hip hop and the word of God is like water and oil is because hip hop has a lot of swearing words. So how is swearing words or like swearing on its own a big part of hip hop? Why is it like that?
I don't know. I feel like it goes with the feeling. I feel like we be dealing at that moment. You be gone. It's like so many artists like that I relate to. First of all, they say those things cause they feel pain first of all, and they want to just let out that pain go. And sometimes it comes in a violent way. Like you gotta put that thing laid out. Like don't be unapologetic in a way. Yeah, I like to put that word and use that word because it's like, man, put it the way it is. That's how you feel. That's how, let it be. But I ain't saying it's a good thing when it comes to word of God. But I'm saying if that's how you can put the message and the next person who's here listening can take that and be like, oh, I can change my life given this. Then let it out, Yeah.
I get it.
We've got like rappers who don't curse and they rap good. We got rappers who curse. They rap good too.
For example?
Somebody who don't curse?
Yeah.
It's NF. There's a rapper in the States called NF. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Barely curses. I never heard him curse. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Are you in a relationship? I know I just took a huge turn there.
Oh, yeah, that's a U-turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in a relationship, definitely. I'm in a relationship, yeah.
Okay, cool. So,
Yeah.
do you play your music for her?
Yeah, it's crazy because one of the songs that I played you, it's I recorded while she was there.
Yeah.
I did the whole thing, probably half of the song while she was there. The
Yeah.
song is Twists and Turns, and it's just going to be part of the project that's
Oh,
coming
that's
out.
why you like that song so much.
Not really,
But it's a cute song. I don't want to lie.
it just came out well, you know.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah.
just blended. Yeah.
Yeah. So the hip hop industry is full of beef. Oh my God, people
Right.
are just beefing with everybody. In fact, do you think that beefs are started for relevancy? Do you think people just start beefs just to be relevant, or it's genuine? I don't f with you, dude.
I think it's
Yeah.
both of the side. What you say, both of the things or points
Yeah.
are correct. Just that some people start beef based off like popularity, status,
Yeah.
relevance, as you say. There's some people who start beef because it was like the misunderstanding can even also start there. It was like the Biggie and Park type of thing, you know.
Yeah.
So many things were like Biggie and Park. Like it's not like it was like a beef. There was like a lot of misunderstanding between them. Perhaps led to that. So yeah, there's some beefs who also start like that,
Yeah.
and some they're like there are some people like somebody just choose. Probably they have like they have a glitch. Probably life happens, but yeah, I ain't about that though.
So you're saying it's relevancy and sometimes misunderstanding.
Yeah, like how I see and I
Yeah.
do my study in church, how niggas, you see how you can tell with somebody how they conduct themselves. Like honestly, like actions speak louder than words. Like yeah,
Yeah, I get it.
Uh-huh.
What is your opinion about the Casper, aka and Ricky Rick saga? Because
my opinion,
those three
Yo.
people are now.
like, yo, I feel like at the end of the day, it's their choice, you know.
Yeah.
If one of them chooses not to talk to the other person,
Yeah.
or the other, it's on them, you know.
Yeah.
It's ain't nobody gonna change that. If they decide to probably grow up and talk it out, it's another thing, you know. But
Do you think
I
it
don't
will
think
ever get to that point? Because Casper and AKA are like whoop, surpassed that point.
yo, I just
Those
wish
ones.
like
Yeah.
niggas be alright, like niggas just get well, you know.
Yeah.
With this love, there's so much positive energy. Everybody likes where there's that positive energy. Like I feel like that, and I
Okay.
believe like that nobody wants to be sad or feeling some type of way. Yeah,
Okay. So when it comes to creating your music,
yeah.
who or what is your muse? What is that person or that thing that gets you in your artistic mode?
Yo, like it's really like I can't explain this feeling. Honestly, it's like sometimes it's just somebody plays. I get a sense of a beat, and it just takes me to a certain I don't know, dimension, to a
Yeah.
certain world. Then
Certain
I'm like I
stage,
just
yeah.
drift away, you know,
Yeah.
and I get into that zone, and it's proper, it's perfect. I like it. And some it's just that I force it. It's just like there's different energies, honestly, yo. But like music, I think is part of me, like from God creating me. That was it, like, cause even in my like, I just feel like I was meant for this thing, you know. And even if I'm starting accounting, I don't see like me getting into the corporate. I see myself like getting to reach out people in a way that is like I get to see them like you know, like I get to witness a lot of things like through music. I feel like there's so many people so artistic and so many things to share in terms of my experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, God.
So you don't have a specific thing. It just happens. It can be a beat. It can be an experience. It can be
Yeah.
an emotion. Then
Yeah.
that just triggers.
Because sometimes I can
Yeah.
just start like just writing something. I just have a thought process, even walking or taking a shower. Yeah, it happens.
Okay.
And then I write that just
Yeah.
not to lose the thought of it. And then then I'll get the creative can start from that. It builds up.
Cool stuff. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share the video, guys. Tell your friends, to the other friends, to tell the other friends about the show. I'm still Palesa Maduna. Subscribe, okay?